Hello everyone, my name is Ivo and welcome to Cooking with the Koyas. Today folks, I'd like to show you the proper way to clean calamari. And then I'm going to show you a fantastic way to cook calamari. So let's get started right now. I have here some fresh calamari, which by the way is squid. Calamari is how you say squid in Italian. So I guess the name calamari sounds a little bit better than squid. When you're at a restaurant, you don't want to order squid, you want to order calamari. Sounds a lot better. Okay, same thing. So I'm going to show you, this is fresh squid, fresh calamari that I have here today. Of course, you're probably used to buying the rings already cut and already prepared or frozen in the grocery store. But honestly, folks, the fresh calamari, the fresh squid, is absolutely the way to go. The flavor is so much better. I don't know what it is, but when I buy those rings already cut and prepped and then you cook them, they're okay, but they're almost flavorless. This is the way to buy your calamari right here. And I'm going to show you how easy and the proper way to clean them. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is remove the tentacles. So as you can see here, there's also a longer one there. They have a long one here. That's kind of their little feeler. You can cut that off. Okay, there we go. So now, quite simply, the eyes, if you can see here, the eyes are right there. Okay, and we're going to cut, you want to cut just in front of the eyes. Okay, there we go. So, I'll put this down. Now you're left with the tentacles here. Now, inside is their mouth. You have to remove their mouth. Easy way to do it is just pinch the bottom and you'll see it'll pop right up. See this here? If you could see that, just pull it right out. That's the mouth right there. You have to remove that. So that's an easy way to remove the mouth. Okay, and now you've got the beautiful tentacles here. These are delicious. Okay, I'm going to put them aside. Now, where'd my tube go? Here we go. So now, this is one way to do it. Take your calamari and put this with a pair of scissors right up into the tube part. Open it up, and that's all the innards of the calamari. And basically, you're just going to pull those innards out. And you'll also notice there's also a thin cartilage here. It's almost plasticky, okay? So you have to remove that cartilage as well. That is not edible. And you're left with your calamari and just clean any bits that are hanging on the inside. There, it's nice and clean. Now, the other option, what you could do if you want, you could see the color of the calamari and the skin is dark. You could remove that skin and you'll get a nice white calamari. So just kind of grab one corner, if you can see here, just grab one corner and just kind of peel it off. Right? There we go. That's done. And now, of course, you see the little tail fins here. You can also remove, if you'd like, you could remove the skin from the tail fins as well. Or you can just leave it. Okay? There we go. All right, so that's done. I'm going to show you that again. Let's get another calamari here. And again, just in front of the eyes. Very simply, just cut that. And then, like I said, just push. And you see it popped up? It just pops right up, right there. That's the mouth. You want to remove that. Okay, and then you can see it's got a really extra long, whoops, you see it's got extra long feelers there. You can just cut those off. There you go. That is now ready. Okay, and again, I'm gonna just cut up the middle. And you want to remove all the innards, including the cartilage. That little piece of plastic-like. Okay. Oh, let's remove the skin. Just real quickly, I'm going to remove the skin. You don't have to. Actually, the skin has got a lot of flavor, folks. I'm just removing it to show you another option if you like to see it nice and white. But I personally prefer the skin to be left on. It's got more flavor. Okay. Now, I want to show you another way if you want to make tubes. So basically, same thing here. You've got your calamari. You can cut off the little feelers here, the extra long tentacles. Okay. And now, another option is just reach inside the tube here. Just put your hand inside and just give a pull. So you're going to pull out some of the inners, and now you've got the tube left behind. And same thing. Cut just in front of the eyes. Discard that. Give a little pinch. Pull the mouth out. Okay. And now you've got that cartilage in here that you have to remove. So just reach in into the tube, pull out the cartilage, just like that. And now what you could do, you could leave this tube intact and just cut your rings as you wish. 1, 2, 3. I made mine rather wide, and you can see we didn't get all the innards out, so you have to make sure you go into each tube that you just cut and remove any innards that might still be there. You can see there's some more there. Just remove them. Okay? So it's really not hard to do, and we're going to wash these too, right? We're going to wash them out. So basically, let me take these to the sink and give them a quick wash. So just under some cold tap water. That's the tube that we made. I'm going to leave the skin on. Just give it a rinse. The tentacles, just give them a rinse. There we go. Anything in there, just take it out. The other way, you don't have to worry. You can see everything because you end up with one piece of cut squid like this. Now with this, folks, again, you can also, just cut it into maybe 3 pieces, and you get some nice long pieces of calamari. All right, give that a wash. Same thing. 1 and 2. And I know there's one more here that I did. I have some others in the plate there that I did earlier. Okay, and I'm just going to cut that and cut that. There we go. Give a quick rinse, and we're going to get these ready for the next step. And there we go. Some nice, beautiful, beautiful calamari pieces right here, folks. Now, this is, oh, I missed one cutting. I missed that one. So calamari, folks, you can put it in soups. It makes for a great soup. I love to put it in with my seafood pasta. But today, folks, we're going to fry the calamari. And the great way to prepare our calamari for frying, we're going to take 1 cup of milk. Into a bowl it goes. I have here baking soda. I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Add that to our milk. And just with a fork, I'm going to mix it in all around. And then I have here about a tablespoon of lemon juice. So you add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, which is about the juice from a half a lemon, as you can see there. And just mix that in. Okay, now we take our calamari and just add it to our milk mixture. Mix it all around. Okay, I've got plenty in here. Could have had double the amount of calamari. Okay, now what we're going to do, folks, we're going to let this sit. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. It's got to sit for at least 15 minutes, preferably a half an hour. And what this is going to do, folks, it's going to actually help tenderize the calamari, and that milk will actually draw any strong fishiness taste out of the calamari as well. It makes for a nice flavor. So in the fridge for 30 minutes. Here we are. It's been about a half an hour. Our calamari has been resting nicely. So what I'm going to do now is just with a strainer, pour it all out and let that just drain in a sink. While that continues to drain, I'll just leave that in the sink. Let's get our coating ready. So for our coating, folks, very simple. We're going to take a half cup of all-purpose flour, put it into a bowl. Then we're going to take a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, put into a bowl. So it's basically 2-to-1 ratio. And then I have some Old Bay seasoning. I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning and put that into our flour mixture. Now, if you are gluten-free, you can, of course, use gluten-free flour, or quite simply just use cornstarch. But ideally, you want that mixture of flour and cornstarch, and then we've got that little bit of Old Bay seasoning in there. And hopefully that's enough, but we're going to start off with that. If we need more flour, we could always add more, but that's what we're going to start off with. Now, our calamari, what we want to do is just dry it a little bit. Let's get some paper towel, okay? And let's just give it a bit of a dry. Just before we put it into our flour and get it all nicely coated. Okay, another paper towel. Again, it doesn't have to be bone dry, but you know, just dry off that excess liquid. And again, folks, that step that we did with the milk and the lemon and the baking soda, please don't mix that. That's one of the keys to having a nice, tender, tasty calamari. Alrighty, so that's pretty good. We've got most of the excess off right there. So now, quite simply, into our mixture it goes, our flour mixture, and let's just let's give it a toss. Let's toss it all up, and it looks like that's going to be plenty of flour. You want to make sure that all the calamari get coated. You can see this piece here is not all coated. So give it a good toss. And you know what I say, folks. Those of you who tune in, you know what I'm going to say. When you think you've tossed enough, toss a little more. All right. You just want to make sure that everything is coated. And there we have it. Perfect. So now, let's just remove some of that excess flour from our calamari. Okay, give it a shake. Get all that excess flour. There will be some clinging to the calamari, of course, and that's what you want. Alrighty, that's pretty good. So, folks, now for the fun part. Let's make our way over to the stove. Let's fire up our stove. I got a nice cast iron pan going there. And I'm going to add some sunflower oil. You could use vegetable oil, peanut oil, sunflower oil, grapeseed oil, as you wish. You could also deep fry if you got a deep fryer. Whatever you prefer. Everything works. Okay, and look at these beautiful, folks. Aren't they nice? Nicely coated calamari. Nice little light coating on them. Beautiful. Oh yeah, these are going to be super, super nice. Okay, so the temperature, we want to get our oil to about 350 degrees in that area. So I have it on high right now. Once it comes up to temperature, I'll probably drop it just a bit to medium high. But we do want to cook these. We do want to cook these relatively fast. So you don't want to overcook them. We've tenderized them nice with that process that we've done. So now you just want to cook them till they're nice and golden brown, and they will be absolutely delicious and not rubbery. All right, so temperature gauge. This is a must for me. Let's give a shot, and we're at 140, 149. So we're going to bring it up to about 350. Let's take a reading. 352, 361, 362, 365. Okay, we got our temperature. And in fact, you can go to 360, 370, because as you put your calamari in, the oil's going to cool down a little. But look at that. Got a nice little sizzle going there. Perfect. And the reason you want that oil hot, if the oil's not hot, you're going to end up with a greasy calamari, because it's just going to absorb the oil. So I'm going to do this in probably 2 batches without overcrowding too much. There, okay, now I'm going to drop it down to medium high so it doesn't splatter all that much. And I think that's good. Second batch, we'll do that second. And again, this only takes a couple minutes, folks. Not long at all. These are already starting to turn. They got a nice golden color. Look at that. Beautiful. Now you're talking. Look at this. Oh. Give it a little turn. Now, if you're deep frying, you don't need to do that. Oh, that looks really good. I'll need to take a picture for Facebook and Instagram. Oh yeah, that's nice. Once they turn golden, they're done. This one here, cooked, done. This one's a little thicker. This one's done. This one's, like I say, it does not take long. Couple minutes, you're done. I'm putting them on a screen so any excess oil can drip off. These little guys cook really quick. Oh, these are going to be so tasty, folks. There's one of our tubes. And let's get this guy out. All right, second batch coming up. Let's put them in. Again, they do not take long, as you've witnessed. Oh, I love calamari. A little piece there, we don't want to waste any of that. Perfect. Now, another reason why we wanted to dry the calamari is because any liquid, once the liquid hits oil, it splatters. So you want them, again, as dry as possible. These are going to be done real soon. Here's one of our rings. Isn't that nice? We left the skin on. That's actually basically almost done. That's done. The tube is done. Yeah. Coming along very nicely. Our little platter, folks, is shaping up. It is shaping up. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that nice? Beautiful. Another one of our rings. Okay, I'm going to turn the oil off because it's going to stay hot. Because these are done, folks. These are done. Oh yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that platter right there, folks. Isn't that nice? Okay, now just a little bit of salt to taste. This thing's got tiny holes, but let's see if we can get some salt out of it. Okay, a little bit of salt to taste. And I'm gonna let that cool, but not very long, because folks, we are gonna do the taste test. Look at this. Looky there. Isn't that nice? Beautiful. Oh my goodness, folks, the taste test. Look at that beautiful, beautiful golden calamari right there. Isn't that nice? Yes. And of course, I am totally going to use my hands. Which one am I going to get first, tentacle or tube? You're right. Tentacles it is. All right, let me go. There's a nice big one right here. Look at that. Mmm. Folks. Mmm. Not rubbery at all. Flavor galore. Mmm. Let's try one of those tubes that we made. Oh my goodness, folks. Restaurant quality, better than restaurant quality. Soaking in that milk and baking soda lemon mixture. That's the key. Mmm. Tender and tasty. And you saw, folks, how easy it was to clean that calamari. By all means, look for it in the grocery store. That was frozen. I thawed them out. They were, actually, those were wild caught as well, even better. If you can find wild caught calamari, AKA squid, fresh or frozen, whole, by all means, folks, pick them up. Quick and easy to clean, soak, and fry. These folks will make a great appetizer to any meal when you're having friends or family over, or just for yourself. Tell you what, folks, these are delicious. Oh my goodness. It's like eating candy. But I can't believe the tenderness and the flavor. You've got to give this recipe and method a try. You're going to absolutely love it. Wherever you're tuning in from, folks, as always, you know it makes me happy that you've tuned in and you've watched the recipe. It'll make me even